Yummy. Look at all those muffins. Hello, longboarding mom. I have been a busy girl this week, and Saturday is the eclipse, and my sister and my dad are coming down from Astoria and Kalama, and they're all coming down to see the eclipse, weather permitting, right? We're in Oregon. It's gonna be rainy and yucky. I think it's always like that, right? So we're probably not gonna be able to see the eclipse. But I have made more tie-dye. I've got to wring these out, wash them out. I did a different, trying something different. So hopefully these ones will be brighter. They're wet. And and then I want to get a big family photo. So hopefully you guys will see that. And if weather is horrible, they're doing like a drawing in the sands or something. You guys are going to see this video that I'm going to make on Tuesday after the eclipse. So you might get the eclipse video or our fun stuff, whatever we do before or even after my zucchini bread. I'm going to make zucchini bread. My customer brought me in 2 zucchinis, and actually he brought in a lot more than that. And I grabbed the 2 smallest ones. So that I can make some zucchini bread. And I've got little loaf pans that I got from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to give those to my customers. I've got them for gifts. I got, I think, like 12 of them or something, just so I can make pumpkin breads and banana bread, which I tried making that last weekend, and I didn't do a video. I should have, because I failed. I was on the phone with my sister, and I checked one banana bread, but I didn't check the rest of them because they're little pans, and you should probably give them a little test because you never know what your oven temperature is like in there. And one was done, and the other 2 kind of like, they look done, and I pulled them out, and I'm on the phone, and I'm gonna go check my banana breads, come back, and they failed. It failed. They just in the middle sunk, and it was just a little bit of raw dough, but you don't want to eat that, so I cut the edges off and ate the edges. They were so delicious. So today I am going to clean these up. I'm going to package up those candies. I was talking about my other video for my family and stuff, and I got little stickers to put on my containers, and because you always want to mark them, so kids or anything, you know, and keep them out of reach. But anyways, this video is not about that. This video is about zucchini bread. So we're going to make some zucchini bread today and finish these. And I got some other stuff I got to do as well, like laundry and all kinds of stuff. It's my last day off. I've been such a busy girl. Proud mama too. You know, my son getting his license and stuff. You know, most kids, like when I got my license, you want to drive and drive. You got the freedom, right? No, my son wanted to come home and relax because he has to work today, the next day. That's what it was. I have to work the next day, Mom. I was like, you're not going to go visit your friends? You got to do whatever you want. You can go to the mall. No one goes to the mall anymore. And he's right. No kids don't hang out at the mall anymore. You know, they're dangerous. Their stores are closing. Stores are closing, and things are just not good at the malls. So kids don't go to those anymore. So let's make our zucchini bread, and hopefully it turns out right. I have this gigantic bowl. I need 3 cups of shredded zucchini. It said 2 to 3 medium-sized zucchinis. So I think with both of these, I might get 2 batches of zucchini bread. I'm going to see how that goes. So, but I am not sure. This is funny. I don't have enough vegetable oil to make, wow, that's a lot. That was half of that one long one. I don't have enough vegetable oil to make probably 2 batches. I accidentally bought another peanut oil, so I have 2 big jugs of peanut oil. I don't use that much peanut oil. What am I gonna do? I do not know. So that's 1 cup. Like, that's, dump that. That's 2 cups right there. I just need 1 more cup for that. So how about we do so I was thinking with that 1 oil, the coconut oil, that I accidentally it still has, like, there's still some pot in it. It's not just going to be coconut oil because it did infuse a little bit in there. So what I was thinking is making 1 batch regular vegetable oil and using, because I don't have any more coconut oil either. I've used all my coconut oil up, making all that oil. So I'm going to try 1 batch with the, I'm going to finish right there, with just the coconut oil. Gosh, I can't talk this morning. This medication is really messing me up. So it is October, right? We are now officially into the middle of October. Can you believe how fast this month has gone? I am just amazed how fast it has gone. There is probably 6 cups right there. So I'm going to start with just the regular vegetable oil and stuff. I got all my ingredients out. I think I need another bowl. I don't know if I'm going to use my KitchenAid or if I'm just going to hand mix this. It basically says to mix the zucchini, sugar, oil, vanilla, and eggs in a large bowl. Stir in remaining ingredients except for the nuts. And I've got some walnuts here. I've used my little food processor I bought, a little itty bitty one that I found for that. No, I'm not going to put any raisins in it. My husband does not like raisins in anything, so he will enjoy the walnuts and that. But so anyway, you add those and then you put it in your loaf pan. So I don't even really need my mixer. I'm going to grab another bowl. This is my largest. I'll grab the medium size bowl there to mix all the ingredients and stuff in. So we'll be back in just a moment because I didn't have that bowl ready. I didn't realize I was going to make that much. And I actually did, didn't I? Those things are huge. We'll be back. Here, I need 3 cups of the shredded zucchini. My husband said I've made this before. I don't remember making this before. And I don't know now if this bowl is going to be large enough. So let's move this into a different bowl. I'm dirtying up a lot of dishes today. Wow, love it. So I've got a cabinet full of bowls over here that I can fit this into. So let's just scrape all this into it. That does not look like quite 3 cups there, so I will have to grate up a little bit more for my next batch. But I don't want to mix this up with the other stuff because I am actually going to give this stuff away to my customers. Okay. There is that. I'm going to keep this bowl for my garbage. There we go. Let's put the garbage in that. Okay. So we're going to just kind of use this as my resting place for all of my utensils. My next ingredient I need is sugar, oil, vanilla, and eggs. So in that order, and I need 1 2/3 cups of sugar. I got my sugar over here. I already have a 1 cup in there. So we're going to sprinkle that around. 1 2/3 cup. There's 2. 1 2/3 cup. That's a lot of sugar. Oh my gosh. I think oven preheated to 350 degrees. Next, we put in the oil, and it's vegetable oil, 2/3 cups of that. So I might have enough to make it with this, but this is all I have, and I don't want to use all of my oil. I can get more tomorrow. I'm going to work, back to work. Okay, that's 2/3 cup oil. And then next we need 2 teaspoons of vanilla. I'm going to use my sister's vanilla bean paste, Indonesian vanilla bean paste. This is something you can make and give away as a gift. It takes a little while to make, so you'll definitely want to think ahead. And it isn't cheap, but you know what? People will love this vanilla as a gift. I mean, oh my gosh. My sister, I just love everything she makes. So good. So delicious. She's so good. I keep telling her she needs to start a food cart. Her husband can make her the food cart, and they know everybody in town, and I know everybody loves her food and loves everything she makes, so they would definitely support her. Okay, let's move on. We've got the vanilla, sugar. Oh, look at that. That looks good just like that, doesn't it? Zucchini. And we need, vegetable oil. We need 4 large eggs. And you know me and my eggs. I do not like to just dump my egg right in there. So we are going to go like this, because I give my eggs a good smell. I've told you this story before. I've accidentally dropped, I used to bake a lot of cakes for people and stuff, and I was under the wire. I don't know if it was a birthday cake or a wedding cake, and I really didn't have a lot of money then. And so whatever I bought, I had to use, and one of the eggs was rotten. Oh gosh. And I dumped it into my cake mix and ruined the whole thing and had to start over again. And I really didn't have the money to go buy it. I scrounged up money. I think I even borrowed. It was a couple bucks. Come on, a couple bucks. But still, you know, that messes everything up when you're counting on that, you know. Okay, so we have got the eggs in there, and we are going to, in a separate bowl, get all these bowls I've got. Okay, in a separate bowl, I'm going to add the flour, baking soda, salt, baking powder, and all of the spices and stuff. So we need 3 cups of flour. That bowl's not going to be big enough. Let's just use one of these. One of these will work, right? I get these from the lunch meats I buy, which is really nice. Okay, so 3 cups of flour. When I haven't made something, I do go through a lot of utensils because I'm not used to like what I need and stuff. And so I just dirty it up and start over. Dirty up and start over. Okay, so 1. And this flour I just bought, so it doesn't need sifted. I did not vacuum pack it. I've got some vacuum pack at my in-laws. I just need to go get it in my storage. Okay, that is 3 cups of flour. Let's keep this because we will use that later when I'm gonna make the other batch. Okay, so 3 cups of flour. We're gonna add to that 2 teaspoons of baking soda. So my tie-dye turned out. It's in the dryer right now. When I was rinsing it out, that color stay stuff that I put in it worked amazing. There was no color that came out of it at all. I was so amazed. And 1 teaspoon of salt. I'm gonna have to, whoa. Okay, 1 teaspoon of salt, baking baking powder is a half teaspoon. I need 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon now though. So yeah, they're in the dryer right now, and we'll see how I just rinsed them off with cold water, and we'll see how they turn out once they're all dry. I am excited. I bet they're gonna look better than the shirts I made for my family. Okay, so there's that. Now we're gonna go to the half a teaspoon, I believe. So 1 teaspoon of cinnamon is what I just put in there. We're gonna do a half a teaspoon ground cloves. But before I do that, I'm going to do a half a teaspoon of baking powder, because I don't like to do the clove and then the baking powder, because I'm going to use the same one. I'll put that there. Just kind of get that out. Now we're going to do ground clove, a half a teaspoon. Clove is this really strong, especially ground, really strong ingredient. So you really don't need a lot of it. Oh, it smells so good. Oh, looky there. We got all our dry ingredients. We are going to now add that to the wet ingredients. I'm going to stir it around a little bit, mix that in. And then we are going to mix this all in. I'm just going to dump it. Dump it. I'm going to save this for later. Right over there. I had to move my water jug so I have room to do this stuff. I actually like my counter because it has space here, right here where I do everything. And then my little table here where I can put everything there. Really works out good. So I bet I could have used my mixer with the paddle one, so because all this stuff would get caught in the other attachment. So the paddle one I bet would work great for this one. That one you use for cakes and stuff. I mean, that's the one I use. See, I don't even know which attachments really you use unless I read the directions on like what came with the mixer and stuff. My old mixer came with a recipe book, and my new mixer did not. I was kind of bummed. I was hoping I'd get new recipes and stuff, but it didn't come with anything. It shows how cheap they got 10 years later. Okay, look at that. Yum, 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 yum. This 3rd cup one with the oil in it, I'm going to use to put into my muffin or loaf pans. These are my little loaf pans. So I have Gather, and I've greased just the bottom. It says grease just the bottom. Fall is my favorite color. Another fall is my favorite color. Happy Pumpkin Spice Season. And I've got more. Those are just the ones I pulled out for now. So we are going to, and I'm probably going to get some mini muffins out of, oh, I almost forgot the nuts. The nuts. Half a cup of chopped walnuts. And I kind of chopped them a little too good, but that's okay. Let's get these mixed in. And we are gonna put 3 scoops of this in here. I usually use my ice cream scoop. It's perfect. So you bake these, you actually bake the other larger ones for longer. So I'm hoping I got, without mixing that egg and stuff in with a little mixer and stuff, I don't know if I got that egg all mixed in. It looks like it's mixed in, but like I said, I'm so used to using my, stand mixer that when I don't use it, I don't know if I'm doing things right. Okay. So anyway, I'm gonna bake these for like 30 minutes, probably longer, probably 40 minutes to make sure they are done completely. And I am not gonna bake it on this cookie sheet. I'm just gonna use it to move it over to the oven. That way they don't have something blocking. Well, you know what? Okay, so changed my mind. I have lowered the rack on. I don't know what I'm doing. Tell you the truth, I don't know my oven very well. I hate my oven. So they told me to lower the rack down to not the lowest one, but so that your tops of your things are in the middle of the rack. So last time I made banana breads with these, I had put it in the middle. I left it on the pan because I was afraid these were going to fall over and stuff in the oven. And so I left it on the pan, and that's where I had issues with it not getting done all the way, is what I was thinking. So I'm going to take these off the pan and bake them for 30 minutes and check them. These are going to be little mini muffins. I got a little mini muffin 10 I don't have ready yet, so I'll get that ready here in a second and probably bake those for like 19 minutes and check them. So we are going to do, okay, look, I think that one needs just a little bit more in it. Don't you think? The other ones look like they're a little bit fuller. And if they're don't have the same amount in them, they're not going to bake right? Okay. Okay, so make sure they're even, pat them down. We're going to put them in the oven for 30 minutes. We will check them, see what they look like with our little toothpicks. They will probably bake for a little bit longer. Then we pull them out, and I believe it said loosen the sides, let them cool for 10 minutes, and loosen the sides and dump them out so that they can cool the rest of the way. And then I can wrap them, and I think I'm going to put them back in these to give them away as gifts. So let's put these in the oven for 30 minutes. I'll be back in a little bit to show you what they look like. This is my second batch. I had enough oil, so I did not make medical oil zucchini bread. I just did regular. I've got my half a cup of walnuts there. My lid's not dry. And my zucchini bread has been in for 30 minutes. I just did the toothpick test and it came out super wet. So I'm going to do another 5 minutes. Probably going to be in for 40 minutes or longer. I thought those little things would be faster. So this is my little mini food processor. Move that out of the way. It holds up to like a cup and a half of product or whatever you're going to put in there. And right now you just twist it so it's locked, and then you give it a little, well, guess what I didn't put in there? The blade. So anyway, I gotta dump this out, put the blade in it, and then chop, 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 chop. And we're gonna make mini loaves out of these too, I guess, or cupcakes. I'm not sure. I've got one mini loaf over there, mini cupcakes already ready to go in. And I have my own mini loaves that I have for myself, so I might keep one or two for myself. So let's get this right. Okay, it's been 5 minutes. Let's check my going to reset it for 5 more minutes, but I'm going to check it with a toothpick over here. Ooh. Look at those. I'm going to check the back one. Nope, not quite yet. See that? Okay. So that was my issue with my last time I was making those. One of them I poked into was dry, but right in the middle of the other one, you can tell was still wet. So we're going to give it another 5 minutes and check that in 5 minutes and hope that it's done. And that'll be 40 minutes total time. Could be 45. You never know. Like the big loaves, it says an hour. So who knows? I'm going to clean up this huge mess I've got going over here. I always make a big mess when I make something new because it's new and I don't know everything to make. Well, like when I make tortillas, I just pull everything out, put it all together and clean it all up. And it's like a routine for me. And when I do something new, I got to go step by step. And then I'm like, oh, I need this still. Oh, I need this still. But when I know that I need certain dry ingredients, I try to measure them all out at the same time and get them ready. All the wet ingredients, get those ready, so it just makes it a lot easier. But we'll be back here in a little bit and I'll show you what my loaf pans look like, my zucchini bread. I have 8 of these loaf pans. They're still hot. It's only been 10 minutes. I've got to do the sides and dump them out, and I want to do that in front of you guys to show you what they look like. But anyway, I've got 8 of these little mini loaf pans. It took 45 minutes to bake these, so I'm still, hoping that they're done. And right now I have in the oven mini cupcakes, mini muffins. That's what they are. There's 36 of them, so that's a lot. And I want to show you. These ones are mine. I got Hey There Pumpkin. This was last year's gather, so it's blue. And I liked that one, so I swapped one out with one of my other ones. And then fresh picked apples, that was last year's as well. So these ones are mine over here. These ones I'm going to give away. And let's see if I have a small. Sometimes my cake decorating stuff ends up in here. And I can use it, but I don't see. I like the small one that, let's use this. This was one of my grandma's old knives. So anyway, it's like perfect. Look at that. I don't know. Whoops, there's a little on the edge there, but they're not even stuck at all to the edges. So I'm going to grab a pot holder because they're still really hot to touch. And I could probably dump it out by the edge there. But I've got pot holders right here. And let me turn this sideways here. I haven't cleaned up my dish mess yet. I have been busy. I've got laundry going. I'm going to clean this up really fast. I've got laundry going. I've got all kinds of my dishes are going. My tie-dye is done. I will show you guys that here in a second. I'm dripping water. I'm so messy. Like I told you, I've been trying to clean up this mess all morning. But just timers go off. This goes off. That goes off. But what I want is edit that out. Okay. One more of these. These are really cool. I got them from Pampered Chef. They were not cheap, but I don't spend a lot of money. I don't go out and do a lot of stuff. I like to bake and I like to do stuff. So when I find something I like, I'm going to spend the money on that. So anyway, they stack on top of each other, which are wonderful. I don't need that. I want to try to get this out. Ah, look at that. Beautiful. Let these cool. It said to cool. Oh. This is my recipe here. Out of my Betty Crocker cookbook. Zucchini bread. I don't use this banana bread recipe, but I do use the pumpkin bread recipe. And I noticed there's a cranberry bread. So I might have to try that. So zucchini bread. Oh, look. I was just talking to my husband about the blueberry bananas because we had so many blueberries in there and he thought that would be delicious. And there's a recipe there for that as well. So I got that hanging up over here and it said, so once you get these out, let them cool completely about 2 hours. So they got to cool completely. Then I can wrap them up and, ooh, that's still a little hot. Wrap them up and put them back in their little loaf pans and give them away tomorrow as gifts to some of my customers. The gentleman that gave me the zucchini, of course. I don't know if you guys remember that video I just did a few months ago about one of my favorite customers' birthdays. Her name was Betty and stuff. Well, we call it the ABC table. And they all come in. Betty doesn't come in every day, but the other gentlemen come in every day. And so they'll get one. Betty will get one. And my boss will get one. She loves bread. So her favorite is my pumpkin muffins. But I know she likes zucchini bread too. Anything that's sweet but not too sweet. She's not a sweet person. So here in a little bit after everything's done, maybe I'll try a little muffin or something. Those are in my mini muffins. I've got them in for 20 minutes and I'll check them here in a little bit and make sure they're done. So that is my muffin or zucchini bread. Zucchini bread. Ah, zucchini bread. Fresh grown. Yum. Yum. These muffins were in for about 20 minutes. See how some of them are bigger than others. So that was about perfect time. I'm going to open this up. If I can get a hold of one of those little thingies there. I made it too big. And they stuck a little because I didn't get them quite out of the pan fast enough. You want to get them out of your muffin pans faster because otherwise they get sticky. They cool better outside of it. So, but that's what it looks like. I tore most of it off. There's the yum. Yum, 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 yum. I'm going to take a bite of that. See the green? Was I supposed to peel the zucchini? I didn't say. He just said shred zucchini. Ah. And the bottom just peels right off if you want to eat that. It's good. My son just said they're good too. I was worried he might not like them. Zucchini, you know. You say that and people think, ew. But they're really good. There's 4 more in the oven. Those have another 27 minutes. We'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.